What is going on, my Cardano friends? It is your friend Jack here. In today's video, we're going over something interesting in Cardano, something that is pretty much a project trying to earn people rewards, or that's the claim here, but at the same time has the incentive on their roadmap to kill Cardano's decentralization. It makes no sense, and people are falling for it, so I figured I'm going to make a video about this, deeming it a scam, my personal opinion, and my non-professional living in my mom's basement opinion, and just show you what is wrong with this and explain why I think there is a lot wrong with this. Okay, so here we are on ADA Yield's website, and basically the premise of ADA Yield is that stake pool operators here on Cardano, they make a lot of money, right? And ADA Yield wants to be an operator, a stake pool operator on Cardano. They even have their own stake pool, which we'll get more into in a sec here. They want to be a stake pool operator on Cardano with a lot of pools. 100 plus is the goal, and give more of the operating rewards back to the people staking with them. Here's the catch. Number one, up to 90% of the total earnings generated from the operating ADA Yield staking pools every epoch can be distributed back to the stakers of their stake pools on top of their normal rewards. This is great. That sounds awesome, right? It's just like they're giving away free money. Now, they have to make money somehow. And how are they doing that? Well, they're doing it through, one, monopolizing stake pools and having the ability to pull the rug from underneath thousands and thousands of people, especially when they build up a larger monopoly of systems. But mainly, they're running a Ponzi scheme. They have a token, and this token, you buy it to earn more ADA staking rewards on top of your initial ADA staking rewards, but also you give them money. Now, if this doesn't look scammy to you, I don't know what does. This website looks absolute scam filled, at least in my personal opinion. Anyone can have made a website like this. It's super basic and it doesn't show much professionalism at all. Now, apparently they have ran the first batch of rewards, and their use case, which is just giving people more money and giving them their money to build up stake pools and get to 100 plus, is been completed, right? They've had their first use case successfully. They sent extra ADA rewards to people who've been staking with their stake pool on top of the existing staking rewards. So that's cool, but this inherently has no good end to it, in my opinion. First of all, they're selling a token, and this token increases the amount of extra rewards you get for staking. That already is a major red flag to me. They're selling a token for the use of making more ADA. It's just them trying to get rich, right? That's what it is. I'm just going to say it. And even though this could work theoretically, right, you could have a working monopoly here where they have 100 stake pools and they're paying more yield than traditional stake pools. They're pretty much aiming to take down Cardano and the decentralization of Cardano by holding access to all these stake pools and what I would expect to be aiming to be fully saturated stake pools. If that mission comes to fruition and they want to give more yield to the people in those pools, they are going to hurt the network and inherently hurt the price of the ADA token they're yielding out, which makes no sense. If Cardano's decentralization goes down, Cardano's fundamentals as a whole go down, and so does their project because they're based on Cardano. This is a short-term, get your money, got your money, get out quick kind of scheme, and I don't see it going anywhere progressive. Now, right now, they have one stake pool. This stake pool has 4.5 million ADA, and it is earning them some rewards. They've only recently started getting ADA delegations, but people are going from single pool operators, even my own pool, Jack's stake pool, to this stake pool. Now, keep in mind, I have my own stake pool, so I am biased, right? I have the obligation to keep stake in my pool and tell others that this stake pool is bad. So I'm going to ask you to make your own opinion. You can go to the website and check it out for yourself and say, does this seem sustainable? Is this legit? And does this look like a scam? Or does this look like a completely reputable place where I should trust to stake my ADA with and get $1 million extra a year because they said so? They also have done some shady stuff on their website, putting the Sunday Swap logo and displaying it on their webpage right below the pre-sale information when their token isn't even listed on Sunday Swap, and they definitely aren't connected to Sunday Swap because there's no affiliation here by the official Sunday Swap Labs team. Now, usually this is done to mislead people in general, and underneath they have another sponsorship or whatever they're claiming this to be, and they just kind of pasting logos here without any liability. It's really confusing, it's misleading, and it's a tactic that people use who are trying to scam people. Now you might be thinking, oh, it's only my ADA rewards, but I'm still getting ADA rewards from this pool. And that is true, but at what cost? What are you giving up here? And the whole purpose of Cardano is to elect block leaders you trust and want to see in the ecosystem. People you're okay with minting blocks and trust to make decisions if time comes to put the vote in the right place to benefit the entire Cardano ecosystem, not just themselves. And in general, Cardano's whole ethos of decentralization and being able to pick which stake pool you can go with is your decision and yours only with your stake. But are you making the right decision in your own best interest long term and in Cardano's interest if you stick with a pool that is trying to run a business monopoly on top of Cardano and take a vicious control of stake? At least their end goal is that. It doesn't seem right to me. Right now, the incentives could line up where people actually fall for this and they go for it, but the end game is a losing game for all of the participants in the Cardano network. Unless you're just here to make a short-term profit and they do actually deliver on these promises, which they've been putting out, which even then it's not a guaranteed thing, then it's just not a good outlook in any way for me. I don't know about you. Let me know in the comments if you think this could have any good outlook, but to me, it looks like a scam. Interestingly enough, over a year ago, in March 2021, Input Output, one of the 3 founding partners of Cardano, put out a tweet talking about ADA yield farming on Cardano, and told people to be suspicious and when in doubt, contact their tech support and don't fall for pages like this. Now, this is the same name. It's not necessarily the same project as you think, but after being called out, they would have this common sense to change their name. But you really never know, and you really can't be too safe here. Now, I myself am going to leave a link to the website down in the description so you can look at it, but pretty much every part of this website screams sketchy to me. Just the way everything is structured, their tokenomics, how much they say, like they ask the question, how much can the ADA yield token go up in value? So they're also trying to convince you that their tokens are going to be worth something and go up in value as well. But they don't know, as this comes into realization, ADA pools will be constantly growing, yielding more and more rewards for the ADA yield token holders. The market itself will determine their token value. Basically, they're incentivizing or telling people, hey, if our project works, you're going to be rich. That's what I get from that. That's the kind of vibes I get. They're promising gains, they're promising extra ADA rewards, and they're promising a big revenue share for people holding their token. As well as the roadmap is very bad. I mean, they have project name given and domain registration here in 2022 Q2. I don't know why that's on the roadmap. I don't understand it. There's other questionable things on this roadmap, but in general, it's just weird and everything about it just screams stay away from me. Having very vague things as well, like new token utility with secret project, also just screams, what is this? Why are they not telling us? And the reason probably is because they don't want to make false promises, but they still want to get your expectations up. Also, really weird behavior here is after being criticized for 100+ stake pools in this tweet less than 24 hours ago, as you can see here, Cardano milestone staking pool launch, go 100+ pools. After being constantly criticized about this, they have then taken that out of their website because they realize that's not a good look. They're going to think we're trying to hurt Cardano, which we are, but we don't want people to know that. And that to me is another major red flag. If this doesn't put you off, I don't know what will. I'm just trying to get across that people need to do their own research. This tweet, even if it's not the same project, is reminding you that you have to think about the consequences of where you're putting your stake in your ADA, who's taking it, what they're doing with it, and what they plan to do with the power of being able to mint blocks on the Cardano blockchain. There was a YouTube video that surfaced by Michael Ruble, and this video is kind of what generated all the hype around this project, as before it was kind of a ghost town. This video is essentially looking at the same website that I've been looking at and just saying positive things about it. Nothing bad. Everything is great. Everything is a sure thing. Everything is going to be extra rewards in your pockets, and you should definitely stake with this project's stake pool so they can grow to 100+ stake pools and you can get max rewards. That's what the video is saying. That is what it's saying, and it doesn't mention really any of the bad parts, any of the things that could affect Cardano's decentralization and core values. And to me, it seems like a paid or undisclosed paid sponsorship. At the very least, if not the person behind the project is closely affiliated with the YouTube channel. So looks fishy to me. Wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, wouldn't touch it with a 40-foot pole, and definitely stay safe out there. If you want to stick with my stake pool, you can, but there's also a million other stake pools, not a million, more like 2,000 something other stake pools that are probably a better option than the ADA yield scam pool that I'm deeming a scam myself. It's just what I think, my personal opinion. I don't know if they actually are, just gonna throw that out there, but seems fishy, seems suspect. I would not touch it with a 10-foot pole. See you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.